Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurudeva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Chinmayam Vyapiyat Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. And in this manner, Bhagavan says, this manner means having purified your mind through performance of your duties as a dedication to the Lord, through those different forms of yajnas that were pointed out, and by approaching the teacher with humility, serving and asking or inquiring from such a guru. When you get this knowledge, this is not doubtful knowledge. He says, Yajñatva.
Yajñatva na punarmoham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutanyasheshena drakṣasyatmanyatho mayi.
Now you have seen systematically how this chapter Krishna has revealed. First of all, the authenticity of this knowledge, the divinity of the Guru. The expression of Ishvara out of love and compassion as an avatar. And seeing the very demonstration of his action and knowing the mystery of his birth, those who recognize how action can free us from our bondage and therefore be as good as inaction, and also that it is not by not doing anything that one attains liberation. Even great people, realized masters, even Bhagwan does action in this world for the well-being of everybody. And therefore the demonstration of Karma Yoga, not for the realized master, he needs it, but demonstration of Karma Yoga by understanding Bhagwan's action and Bhagwan's greatness, then doing our actions dedication to the Lord who does everything for us in gratitude, making every action of ours a worship, expression of our gratitude, yajna. Bhagwan pointed out all the different yajnas glorifying Jnana Yoga, that knowledge in which our ignorance and ignorance-born effects are all burnt to ashes. Then how to gain this knowledge and at the same time know the means and the direct means and the goal, so that we don't get stuck in the means. Karma can give us, Karma Yoga will give us purification of mind, but finally the Atma has to be known. And how to know the Atma? He had already, how to know this truth? Approach a teacher who directly knows or is established in the truth, and he knows the language in how to communicate with humility, with service and inquiring mind. not a blind belief, but inquiring mind, a readiness to know. And if in this manner you come to know, Bhagavan says, Yat Gyatva. So, Yat Gyatva na punar moham. In this manner, when you know, you will never ever again get deluded. Now, one thing is, student knows that I put in so much effort, and then the question comes. If Atma is Brahman, Satchidananda, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, and now we fell in this state of ignorance, and after I know, again I fall back into this ignorance. It's a very logical doubt. Yeah? It's a very logical doubt. It's very subtle. Now I've created a doubt. If I had a discussion group today, it will go berserk. Yeah? Gurudev used to explain, Arey, once you understand what a fool you are, would you again want that foolishness for which you suffered? So, na punar moham, evam yasyasi Pandava. In this manner, like Arjuna had got deluded, that my relatives will die, in fact everybody will die, who will offer them pinda, what will happen to society, basically I alone can save society, All these delusions you will not have. And what is that state of realization? Yena bhutani asheshena drakshasi atmani. Now you know what? When we speak in language, you see the Atma, you see yourself in everyone. There's already duality, others, when you use the word others. The meaning is that all this otherness, you, me, I, creature, creator, all this creation are all superimposed like a dream in the self. So when you say you will see all the being in yourself, not that, acha, in me, little self, all the universes, or we are looking out for this kind of experience that I'll be meditating and inside my mind I'll see the whole universe. It's a state of knowledge where you recognize that in this consciousness, me, the Atma, is this entire dream projected. It is seen, known, recognized, sustained by the consciousness me. And in me only everything dissolves. We are doing it every day. Wake up, live, and then dissolve in sleep. Where does the whole world come from? Where does the whole world sustained experience? And where does it dissolve? We'll see in the Atma. Acha, the whole world is in me. Bhagwan, where are you? Guru, where are you? I thought the whole world is in you. He says, Atho Mai, also in me. Now the whole universe in you and the whole universe in God. The literal meaning is not to be understood, which means that you shall see the entire universe in you as Mai. And here the identity between Tvam, Atma, you, Tat, Paramatma is pointed out. Which means, having recognized that one indivisible truth Even to say the self of everyone, where is everyone from? It's only a projection. And therefore you recognize that the world exists only in your thoughts. And what is the meditation you can do? When you get up in the morning, see what is the first thought that arises. If you start training yourself to become aware, first thought comes, I am. No, you recognize your presence. I am is the first thought that arises. Till then, there is no world. Then I'm in the bed. Is it cold? It is hot. Slowly, slowly. Then, lucky I don't have to feel out whether I have a wife or not. But then, wife or husband. Then, the sleep, no wife, no husband. Suddenly you become, husband is there, children are there. Your whole world starts. Yeah? And when you go to sleep, what happens? Watch. As the thought of the world goes, the worries of the world goes, then only you can go to sleep. This is the whole process of creation and dissolution. This is meditation. Yeah? And then you realize that the thoughts rise from you. And as your thoughts rise, there is the world. When the thoughts are not there, there is no world. The world depends upon your thoughts. And the thoughts rise, dissolve, depend upon you. This is to be recognized. And just as in sleep, there is no creation, there is no creator also. Yeah? You shall see that this Atma is Paramatma. Again, two names only from our limited concept of our self and our vast concept of Ishvara, the creator. But you recognize in me and in the Lord, which means Tvam and Tat both mean the same consciousness. At this moment, our identification still is with our body, mind and intellect. So I know I'm conscious of my body, mind and intellect, but when you withdraw from your body, mind and intellect, consciousness alone is there, it is infinite. There's no my consciousness separate from your consciousness. When you remove the bulb and you remove the fan, you touch any socket, you will experience the same miselectricity. There's not bulb electricity, fan electricity. It is one electricity. Further, Bhagavan says,
Api chedasi papebhyah sarvebhyah papakrittamah sarvam jnanaplavenaiva vrijinam santarishyasi.
now, every person who gains this knowledge at first, immediately to say that I am infinite, like to hear it. We like our praises. But you know what we like really is to think this poor me. That's why those religions where you are a sinner, you are damned, but I'm here to save you, which you have got some hope. But you are no good. Even in this world, I'm talking whether it is dictators, whether it is these people, they just love being treated badly. And those gurus which tell you you are infinite, you are free, who don't make you dependent. Yeah. Because we like, I can't do anything. Save me. Why? Because when we look at ourselves, therefore a saint's literature is so beautiful. Sant Kabir says, बुरा जो देखन मैं चला बुरा न मिलिया कोई जो मन खोजा आपना मुझसे बुरा न कोई. Because first thing, when we become self-aware, when we become introspective, as you say, swadhyaya, you cannot but see your mistakes, your limitations, the wrongs that you have done, the sins that you have committed. And if we sit and brood over our sins, why me, poor me, or I am terrible, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं. Kabir Das Ji says, Sahib hai rang rage. My Lord is a dhobi man. What dirty clothes? Let him wash my dirty clothes also. Yeah. Because what can I do? If I can't do anything, surrender to him. Yeah. That's why 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th chapter, Even in front of the Lord, what face can we take and go in front of the Lord who gave us everything, gave us every opportunity, and what did we do with such a life? But Bhagavan says here, api chet sudurachara. Papebhya sarvabhya papakritam. You are the most evil person. And amongst the sinner, you are the sinnest. Yeah? I know grammatically it is not there, but in modern youngsters' language, there is something called as bestest. Yeah? So you are the sinner amongst the sinnest. Not a sinster. But that is also a sinner only, Or amongst, see, there is actually no one, not even Ravan, not even Kamsa, not even Kumbhakaran, not even Hitler, not even someone who we consider so terrible, have done all the sins possible. Suppose you are that special achiever. At least you couldn't be best in studies, you couldn't be best in goodness, you couldn't be a best. But suppose you have been best in being a sinner. Or worst rather. Best in sinner means the worst sinner. And you've done all the sins. Sarva jnana plavena. Through this raft of or boat of knowledge, vrijinam santarishyasi, you shall go across this, papa samsara. You will go across this ocean of sin, which means you will transcend all sins. Not only a sinner becomes a saint, a transformed person, in fact, you will have no sins. And sin, as you know, in the higher sense, even your punyas, your merits, are your limiting factors. and therefore they are called as vasanas. In English, sins, no? But all your vasanas, even the papa vasanas, means those by which you would get suffering, you have caused suffering, all of them with knowledge are ended. We'll just do the next verse. This also appears, there's a boat. What if suddenly there's a storm like this and I will drown and take a long time? So Bhagwan kind of improves upon his example. That's why he says a little bit more time. Let me explain to you, because you will go with a doubt.
यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा.
He says, just as all the fuel put in the fire, idamsi, in what? A blazing fire, samidha agnihi, bhasmasat kurute. Hey Arjuna, just as a blazing fire, whatever you put in it, including garbage, becomes ashes. That's what we call as vibhuti. Becomes ashes. Anything you put into fire. Jnanagni sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. Tatha, in that same way, this fire of knowledge instantly burns all the result of your actions, whether papa or punya. And suggestion here is past actions, present actions, and whatever will bear fruit in the future. Sanchita, prarabdha, and agami karma. All burnt to ashes instantly. Which means they cannot produce any result. There's no way you're going to drown or be deluded like before. Therefore, Mirabai has said so beautifully, Sat ki naav, kevatiya Satguru. Bhavasagar tar ayo. Later on she says, Bhavasagar sab sukh gayo hai. This fire of knowledge dried up the entire ocean of samsara. Fikar nahi mohe tarnan ki. I don't even have to swim across. Mohe lagi lagan guru charanan ki. This is what this knowledge is all about. Now, still a doubt. Really? Can it burn all my deepest, darkest? Okay, you people of little faith. We shall tell you in the next session. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.